Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kramer, and today I'm going to be showing you some things that will be available to everyone come Wednesday, June 3rd. All right, there I am. Make sure I can see. Hello, thank you for joining me. Happy to see people watching. So you are finding me here. I'm recording live on Facebook. This one I will be uploading to YouTube. I have some customers that do watch YouTube videos, but I can't get them to come to Facebook. I'm working on that one. I upload some of my projects to Pinterest. I have a blog, and here's my website. I will try to remember to link more often to my videos. Link in my video descriptions to the things I'm using during my videos. So today we're talking about new in colors. As I said, as a demonstrator, I got to pre-order during May, and everyone will be able to order June 3rd. So these are our new colors, and I can't show you the catalog. Hopefully you have one already, and if you don't, if you're not a demonstrator and you live in North America, let me know and I'll get a catalog to you. So our colors, and I think I have them memorized, but I'm going to have my cheat sheet here anyway. So the basic colors are Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, Magenta Madness. I believe it's this one. I have some others to show you compare. Bumblebee and Just Jade. So one of the suites in the new annual catalog is called Flowers for Every Season. And that's what you see in these pieces. So on one side, you have the in colors. Unfortunately, there isn't one with just the magenta color. Magenta Madness. But all of these are the other four colors. I have other things. We're going to make some cards, so I have some coordinating. Look at those. I just love this one. No, actually, I love this one. The roses. Isn't that beautiful? And this, like I said, the suite is called Flowers for Every Season. So if you look on the other side, there's flowers for every season. There's a poinsettia. There's all kinds of, there's tulips for spring. This one looks like winter. There's a nice summer sunflowers. Ooh, that one's bright. Lots of colors to choose from. Well, that'd be pretty with the blue background. Just all kinds of, there's stripes. They're not all flowers. So we're gonna, if we make a card with our magenta, we'll use this one because they didn't have a solid magenta with this. Along with the suite, there are Memories and More cards, and that is where I believe I saw a Magenta Madness, right? Yes. Cards similar to these. It was a multi-tone of that color. So if you've seen something that is just magenta along these lines, it was a Memories and More card. This is the designer series paper that comes 6x6. So I will share that my team and I are doing a product share amongst ourselves. So my team member, Melissa, purchased this and then shared it with the rest of the team. So that's why I have a little bit to play with, and then I can see if I like it before I invest in a full pack. So that is another benefit of being on my team. So let's see. Anne says the roses remind me of my wedding. Yes. Magenta Madness color is so bright. Yes, and I wondered how close Magenta Madness was to Melon Mambo. It is different enough. I think those might be kind of interesting together. Where did that one go with the stripes? We might do something with that today. So very, very colorful. And I love colors. You probably know that. Unfortunately, we were not able to purchase the inks. And the only update we have heard is that come Wednesday when we can order, we can only purchase one of each of the re-inkers. I've never ordered more than one re-inker at a time of a color, so I thought that was kind of interesting. So I have one card here that I thought went really well with the Cinnamon Cider, because it's the color in it. And this is from the World of Good. Oh, I should let you know. Pages. This is a Memories and More card from the World of Good Sweet on page 24. I thought that was pretty. I'd like to stamp on that with the cinnamon cider. The Flowers for Every Season Suite starts on page 10 of the annual catalog. So hopefully you'll have that. And then the other thing I'll probably be using today. There goes my phone. Let's get this back in. We're going to be upside down. Sorry. I thought I had it. Okay. I think we're back. The other thing I'm using today are from the In Good Taste. I think we're back. Okay, the In Good Taste Suite on page 122. So I have the Tasteful Touches stamp. I only have a couple. I may have to put some of the labels on those. And then the Tasteful Labels. I love these labels. There's such a wide variety of shapes, and they layer really nice. So here's just two of them. So this biggest one, and then this one. So I thought that would be kind of nice. Let's start with the blue. I'm very much a blue person. I have to share that I have not been stamping very much in the last week. You probably know I live outside the Twin Cities in a second ring suburb outside of St. Paul. And with the chaos going on in the cities, I just have not been stamping. I've been, honestly, I've been praying a lot. So hopefully things are calming down and I can get back to stamping and we can make some changes here. But let's make a card. So this is Misty Moonlight. And I have a Night of Navy piece. And then this is Seaside Spray. Just to give you an idea of colors that might go together. So I'm just going to cut a strip. Can you see what I'm doing? Let's get some of these other colors out of the way. We don't want too much in view. I have a few other things that we might be able to use on our cards. I have a couple ribbons. Let's do that. Oh, how wide was that? That was 1 1/4. So we'll do the same here. Oh, interesting. If you look, there's a fern in there. I have another new stamp set from one of the other suites that has a fern. I have to make some blue ferns. All right. Can you see the blue on my blue table, hopefully? All right, let's see. Anne says she needs the labels. I have a lot of flower stamps already, so I'm not sure how many of the new flower stamps I'll be purchasing. But the labels for using for my sentiments, I use a lot. So that's why I did purchase those right away. And I know my card is 5 1/2, so I'm going to trim this down. The paper came 6 by 6. So we're going to trim these down to 5 1/2. I'm pretty sure I have a piece of white here. And we are going to trim a piece off. And then we're going to put I'll show you what I'm doing. So I didn't even measure this. I just cut off a piece and we're going to put these on either side. I thought the white in there would add a little interesting dimension or just a little something. And then I thought we could layer one or both. Maybe we'll use all. And then I think one of the stamps in there says "You are the best." I think we'll do something like that. And then I have some rhinestones or pearls or gems. You're so special. You are the best. Just saying hello. And the good things in life are better with you. I don't think that'll fit on here. Like I said, I don't have the Misty Moonlight. I still have to think about the color names. So we're going to use Night of Navy, which is why I die cut that piece. So we could stamp that saying the good things in life are better with you in Night of Navy. Maybe we'll do that. Since I think, no, I don't have that. I need to make a video and show you how I take care of my stamps and we're going to put a label on. So when you get your stamps, if they're rubber stamps, you get this liner with the labels. So I just took the liner off and exposed the adhesive. You take the stamp. Let's show you what I'm doing. And there's a liner here too, so you take that off. And which way does it go? This way. So I'm just lining it up on this curve, and then I'll line up that one. And then I like to turn it over and make sure it adheres really well. Pull it up. And then with our cling stamps, you can see how clingy that is. And we'll get a block. This table is too soft for me to stamp on, so I have a board here that we'll use. Alright, so I think I've decided I'm going to stamp on here with our Night of Navy. I haven't updated my ink pads, so I do them when I need them. I needed a new basic gray, so I do have the new style basic gray. I say new, it's probably a couple years old. I should have stamped on scrap paper first. We're going to hold it for just a second. Oh, there we go. That worked. I do have my chamois over here that's wet, so I can clean my stamp right away. I found that that's a good habit to have, is cleaning your stamps right away. It's easier to clean up when you're done, and then you can keep on stamping. All right. You probably know we're getting new adhesives as well. Oh, look at what we're covering up. For now, I'm using snail. I'm going to line that up right on the top. It isn't quite even on the bottom. Oh, there's a pretty one on the back too. And we'll put it this way. I think that's... one of them's not straight. This one. That's pretty good. Well, maybe that one's not straight either. Can I pull it up? Yes, I haven't burnished it quite enough. I think I'm ripping it. I'm going to leave it. It's a card. It's not going in a museum. Hopefully it's going in the mail soon. I'm going to trim that because it isn't, you can see it's not quite even on the bottom. Just a tiny bit off. Keep my space clean. It's easier. And this one I am going to adhere flat, and then we'll use dimensionals on the die cut with the stamped sentiment. So I have not played with these, but I'm sure you've seen me use punches where I would cut it and then expand it. I think we're going to try that with this. So this is something new. I get nervous when I try new things on film or on video that I haven't done before, so I'm cutting it in half. And then we'll just use adhesive on the back. Trying to watch questions here. Thank you for joining me today. It is hot in Minnesota. It was 89 degrees. I am not a warm weather person, so it was hot. I went out and picked some rhubarb. That's about all I did today. Made some rhubarb crisp. And there's our layer. I like that. We're going to use some dimensionals to pop it up a little bit, give it some interest. I'm trying to come up with a list of simple things we can do to our cards to add interest. So just putting it flat would be fine, but adding dimensionals is something simple we can do. Another idea that doesn't fit with this card, but is using a corner rounder. Just something simple. I think on this one we will add some, let's make sure I'm putting it on the right way. I'm going to put it just above center. and then off over the edge. So there's our card. I think we'll add some pearls. I am going to use my Take Your Pick tool with the pointed end to pick up the pearls. Can you see there? And sorry, I need to go facing me so I can see where they're going. One? No, I think we need more. We'll just put them sporadically. Thought about putting them in the middle of a flower, but... And they say to put things in a triangle. We'll just put it up in the corner. There we go. And I haven't decided if that color cardstock is so dark, that I need to put a liner in there. I will have to write on a scrap and decide if it needs a liner or not. So there's card number 1. Take a quick drink. All right, what other colors should we use? I do have this extra piece of early espresso and early espresso ink. I think we'll do something with that. This one is kind of interesting, and we're going to stick with monochromatic. And I thought we could put a layer of early espresso behind that, because I'm pretty sure those are early espresso words. And there's our cinnamon cider. I have to learn these. I have to keep saying them so I learn them. All right, so put that one off to the side. Did I put my bone folder away? I did. See, if I put them where things go, then I can find them. All right. There is another piece that had that color. What was it? I can't find it. Or do we just want to do that? Add a layer. Uh-oh. No, I'm not finding it. It's hiding. Oh, there. There it is. These were 2 of the others. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, such pretty paper. Stampin' Up! Did really good. Good job with these. I don't have a... When I'm using designer series paper, I often like to use a sketch, and I didn't think ahead, and I don't have one ready to go. But I think maybe, we'll cut some strips. We'll just do 1 inch this time of both of these. Which way do we want the stripes? I think we'll go that way. I think it'll be less obvious with the stripes this way. I think it'll be less obvious if I put them, if they're not quite straight. So I thought I would put these on the outside and then put a layer of early espresso behind that. And again, these are too long. This was 6 by 6. Hello everybody, again thank you for watching. So I am recording this live on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, I record every Monday night at 7:30 Central Time, so if you want to join in the fun. I do try to interact with people. It's sometimes hard. I get caught up in my creating and talking about what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and I forget to look at comments. All right, so we're going to put these 2 strips on either side near the edge of the card. That's right. Cover up those pretty poinsettias. That'll be fun to use in a Christmas card. Is that straight? Nope. I don't think so. I need my grid paper to do that, don't I? I'll just take my time and look here and here before I push it down and burnish it. Alright, so to make a layer behind this, I'm just going to eyeball it. I could measure it. I'm pretty sure they're 3 by 4 inch. We'll measure 3 by 4. So we'll go 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. That will give us a very small border, 1/8 inch. And you know how I like to save. I could actually get 2 of them. I'm gonna punch. And I don't think I'll use them on this card. Maybe next week I'll use those. So there, I'm saving some cardstock because that is going to cover it up. Make sure we get adhesive there. I absolutely admit that our cardstock is getting expensive. So I like to conserve it as much as possible. And only you and I will know that's there. And Dream, Discover, Explore. That'd be a great graduation card. Do we need any more on it? I do have a bunch of ribbon that's in the new catalog. Unfortunately, quite a few of these are already on back order. I think these 5. I will just share that these 2 come together as a pack, and I believe that's the Forever Greenery. And this is just gold twine. It's very fun to play with. And then these are the in colors, Cinnamon Crisp, Bumblebee, and then this is a faux suede trim in Early Espresso. It's very interesting. It does feel like faux suede, or it feels like suede, but obviously it's not. So, how can I get some of that on there? Or do we? Do we need ribbon on that? I don't know. It took me a long time to start using designer series paper and ribbon. I don't know if it needs it. No. Here's what it would look like if I did. I think instead what I'm going to do is trim another piece of one of those designer series paper and put it on the inside. Just a narrow piece. So I need my trimmer. And then I think we're going to be done with this card. We're going to use this one. We'll just do a 1/2 inch. And again, this was a 6 by 6 piece, so I know that's 6 inches, and we only need 5 1/2. And some adhesive. So the things I'm most excited about with the new catalog are the new in colors and the new adhesive. Not that I don't like snail, they just, for whatever reason, probably manufacturing, are switching our adhesives. There. Dream, Discover, Explore. It ties into the inside. That is going to bother me. I'm going to trim that. Then we'll be done. Thank you for joining me today. Happy stamping. There we go. 2 cards out of our new in colors. And let's see if I can pull the other 3 colors in. So that's Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, right? Bumblebee, Just Jade, and Magenta Madness. We're going to put just a little on there. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. And we'll be back with you next Monday. Take care. Bye.